Hello everyone, and welcome to my CBS Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Ridge's surprise, Brooke's retaliation, and Daphne's emotional bombshell. There will be spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Daphne Rose Walton will reveal her heart in tomorrow's program. Ridge Forrester provides Brooke Logan Forrester with a romantic diversion in the meantime. Discover what will happen next in the CBS soap opera by continuing to read. Let's begin with Carter Walton and Daphne. Daphne will share her feelings, despite the fact that they are still absorbing the news of infertility. The woman will talk about how much she adores Carter. Carter's lifelong desire has been to have children. He has only ever desired it. He wants the entire package now that he has a wife at last. Daphne was devastated that she would not even have the opportunity to have him children. Carter has been incredibly loving and understanding at the same time. Carter must therefore reassure Daphne that he loves her and not simply her uterus. Carter will not stop telling Daphne how much he loves her while they argue about their future plans. The COO will use every effort to support Daphne during this difficult time. Daphne said that she was concerned about continuing to be in this mood. That might suggest that Daphne experiences depression. Soaps are the worst when it comes to mental diseases, in my opinion as a mental health advocate. However, given that functional depression is constantly in the public view, I do believe that there should be more discussion about it and what it may look like for a successful businesswoman. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful indicate that Brooke will continue to obsess over all of her losses. The woman sees it as Logan's sabotage rather than poor luck. The blonde won't be able to move on as long as Brooke is preoccupied with Katie Logan Spencer and Hope Logan Spencer's betrayal. It was difficult to hear Fanny Grayson's news, but she is correct. The nose is already owned by FC. Ridge will attempt to provide Brooke with a romantic diversion because he is aware of the numerous losses she is experiencing. Isn't that similar to a man? I'm always thinking that everything will be better with a bed romp. Either way, Brooke needs to pull herself together. 3 ways Sheila may ruin Deacon and Taylor's wedding disaster. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Deacon Sharp, who recently divorced Sheila Sharp, wants to wed Taylor Hayes. What might go wrong? There's enough, and we're going to dissect it. Is Sheila truly over her ex, even if Taylor is attracted to Deacon? If not, regardless of how often Sheila claims to have changed, we anticipate catastrophe. Additionally, a lot of people could cause problems during the engagement and wedding. First of all, a wedding would put Steffi Forrester and Hope Logan Spencer in the same room, which may be disastrous. Hope's father is Deacon, and Steffi's mother is Taylor. The two women are bitter rivals. Hope and Steffi's conflict should be avoided during the wedding, but what about the reception? We simply don't think the women are capable of self-control. Second, Taylor might reconsider marrying Sheila's former partner. Sheila harbors resentment, and one day she might suddenly decide she wants retribution. Taylor can become a runaway bride if Ridge Forrester and Steffi Forrester Finnegan put pressure on her to cancel. How long would it take Deacon to seek solace from Sheila if such were the case? Speaking of Sheila, she might choose to cause a commotion during the wedding ceremony itself. Nothing makes her happier than making a fuss. Sheila might wriggle her way into the event by saying she wishes to wish Tacon well on their special day. Once there, she may beg her former partner to give her another chance because soap operas are typically wild events. We don't rule anything out for Sheila given her past actions. Spoilers for Red Hot The Bold and the Beautiful suggest that Deacon and Taylor's nuptials could turn a grand celebration into a massive disaster. For this reason, many are rolling their eyes at Brooke Logan. According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, people appear to be rolling their eyes at Brooke Logan for this particular reason. For all the information you require, continue reading below. It seems like Brooke keeps saying that Hope Logan, her daughter, stabbed her in the back because she joined the Logan household after deciding she was tired of being treated poorly at Forrester Creations. This is the ultimate betrayal for Brooke, despite the fact that she is a Logan herself. Additionally, she is essentially acting as though her daughter has informed her that she is no longer able to see her grandkids. Brooke is so hurt by everything. The internet undoubtedly had a lot to say about the issue. I think most people would feel like a fool if I vouched for someone at a company and then they turned around, told company secrets and jumped ship, was another response. If that were to occur, most people would be extremely embarrassed. That would be like to recommending a friend or family member for a job, only to have them do something outrageous and make you look foolish. Fans of The Bold and the Beautiful will obviously need to watch every day to find out what happens next. Explosive revelations, a wild night together, and new beginnings. According to spoilers for the upcoming week of The Bold and the Beautiful, at least one couple will engage in some sultry behavior behind closed doors. Let's talk about what's coming up on the CBS soap opera, B&B, which will also feature some major surprises and fresh starts. Steffy Forrester Finnegan may change her mind about Sheila Carter and whether or not she should be a part of her family after a tumultuous experience in Monaco. Sheila appears to have the potential to both save Steffy's life and leave her feeling a range of strong emotions. Stay tuned to discover if Sheila gets her dream and whether John Finnegan receives a shock in the process. Steffy might give in and let Sheila have some family visits. If Deacon Sharp and Taylor Hayes' engagement proceeds, they might have some amazing news to share. When Taylor and Deacon get back from Monaco, will they stand in for Steffy and Finn? Will Finn and Steffy also share details of Sheila's bravery in Monaco? Melissa Dillon will then disregard Katie Logan Spencer's cautions. Dillon will intensify her efforts since she is allegedly in love with Will Spencer and obviously wants to gain access to the affluent Spencer family. Will acknowledges that Dillon might be able to assist him in moving on, even though he is still deeply saddened by the loss of Electra Forrester. Instead of just dozing off on the couch this time, Dillon and Will might take things to the next level on their upcoming hot night together. Katie and envious Electra won't approve of Will and Dillon stripping down for some intense pleasure. But once Electra blends business with pleasure, she will be distracted. Electra and R.J. Forrester should have some intimate moments after work since they work together. Carter Walton, on the other hand, is committed to starting a family with Daphne Rose Walton. Carter won't let the fact that everything might not go precisely as Daphne and Carter had hoped stop them from realizing their dream. Lastly, there could be another confrontation between the sisters when Brooke Logan Forrester confronts Katie about Fanny Grayson's arrangement with Logan. According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, there will be highs and lows this week. Stay in for Steffy's beachside discovery, Sheila exposed, and Deacon's heartbreak. This is a recap of The Bold and the Beautiful. Taylor Hayes responds to Deacon Sharp's marriage proposal in today's episode. Steffy Forrester Finnegan discovers something terrible on the beach in Monaco. Brooke Logan Forrester discusses Steffy and John Finnegan in the hotel room. After their meeting, Ridge Forrester proposes that they establish a romantic relationship. When Simone shows up, she declares that her father will not be attending. The man is accountable to a board that voted against FC. The man was unable to confront Ridge. Simone claims that Logan has altered everything. Watching Shin kiss, Sheila Carter grinned. Steffy adores Finn's moral character. They have overcome every obstacle since he has always prioritized her. Whoa, Steffy sounds like a video game when it comes to love. They are recommitting to this. Shin gives kisses. The bells of the church clang. The enormous bells cause the birds' tiny brains to rupture, causing them to scatter. They go for a walk together. They discuss lunch, but Steffy has to go for a meeting. Tonight, they will be by themselves. At last, Steffy inquires about Finn's flight. He wishes to discuss another topic. In front of the sacred building, they continue to kiss. Sheila is seated on a beach couch. After receiving a menu, the woman discusses sandwiches with the server. I would order something better than a sandwich if I were traveling all the way to Monaco. In any case, Sheila submerges her severed toes in the water. Sheila tries to flirt with the waiter when he returns. The man advises her to relax and walks away. Sheila laughs to herself as she takes a sip of her drink. On the Monaco beach, Sheila begins snapping photos of herself. Steffy and Finn are strolling along the shore. Like Steffy is a celebrity or something, a fan rushes up and demands for a picture. Sheila tries to hide beneath her towel as she spots Steffi. Finn notices her. With the exception of her severed toes, Sheila's entire body is covered by the towel. From across the beach, Steffi can see the toes. Sheila is completely exposed when Steffi rushes over and grabs the towel. Deacon is waiting for a response to his marriage proposal back in Los Angeles. Taylor carefully removes her hand. They don't have to get married, even though she loves him. Given their age, wouldn't that be a little absurd? For Taylor, Deacon filed for divorce from Sheila. Was that an error? According to Taylor, she did that in order to avoid dating Sheila's husband. She would agree if they were a few decades younger. But not just now, they're too old. I was unaware that engagements had an age restriction. I'm not sure if I should tell all of my former partners in Texas. Steffi goes crazy when she sees Sheila's stumps on the beach, and Taylor declines Deacon's proposal. Brooke tells Ridge that when she thinks of Finn, Steffi, and the Bells, she gets upset. Ridge is certain that his daughter is being reminded of the possibility of miracles. He implies that she is not alone in discovering love in Monaco. Ridge and Louis can spend some time together after their meeting. Louis's daughter Simone shows up to inform her that he would not be attending. She clarifies that he reports to a board, which has decided not to continue with Forrester. He was unable to confront Ridge because he was so broken. Sheila watches Finn and Steffi kiss, grinning. Sheila expresses to her husband how much she values his honesty. He has always prioritized her, and they have overcome every obstacle. At last, they are able to get past their issues. This, he claims, is their renewed dedication to one another. They share a kiss. She tells him how important it is to her to put herself first. He never fails to satisfy her. The bells are ringing. Doves are aviators. Until her taxi driver asks if she wants to leave, Sheila coos. They head to a cafe. As the bells ring, Steffi and Finn whirl and kiss. She uses a fan to wave herself as she walks. They talk about lunch because he is hungry, but she has to leave for a meeting. He is excited for them to be by themselves tonight without children. All she wants is for them to concentrate on themselves this evening. She inquires about his flight as they stroll. He has no desire to discuss that. Steffi tells him again how much she appreciates him for traveling. They continue to kiss. Sheila requests a menu while perched on a lounger. She is assured that she would return for more after the server compliments her on the sandwiches. She orders a club after glancing up at the males on the beach. She soaks her toes in the water while she waits. When the waiter comes back, she remarks that he looks delicious. He says, "Relax," and turns to leave. She laughs and takes a sip of her drink. Finn and Steffi head down the beach. She is approached by an admirer who wants to take a selfie. Sheila notices them, and Finn notices her. Her toe stumps are visible even though she is hiding beneath her towel. Steffi can see them from a dozen feet away, so she rushes over and yells, tearing off the towel to reveal herself. When Deacon pops the question on his knee, Taylor's mouth drops. She shouldn't be shocked, in his opinion. She removes her hand from his. She claims that there is no drama with Brooke and that she loves him. However, she does not believe that marriage is required. Getting married at their age would be absurd. Given their pasts, it might just cause problems. He emphasizes that he separated from Sheila in order to protect their future. Was that an error? She claims that was done so Sheila wouldn't be dating a married man and to keep Sheila out of their lives. She would concur if they were 20 years younger. They don't have to get married, but he acknowledges that he was taken by surprise.